Hey Han Solo, cool name by the way. I want to do a video reply because I feel like you are in a situation that I see a lot of people end up in, and two words: market research. Anybody watching this, market research is your best friend. I see so many people jump into real estate investing in their own backyard. They want to, do something in their own city, but that market that they're in doesn't match their objective. Okay, and some objectives might be, in your case, it sounds like it's cash flow. So if your objective is cash flow, then you have to go to markets that cash flow. You can't force your market to cash flow if that's not what your market does. Okay, the market tells us where to go. So for instance, a lot of us right now are investing in the Midwest because we're seeing that we can buy houses in the Midwest for 50K, 70K, and this price means they're done. They're rent ready to go, right? But then we're getting rents $1,500, $1,600 up to $2,000 in some places for a $70,000 house. So we go where the market tells us to go. That market tells us that it is high cash flow, and that's where we should be. So my advice, my first piece of advice is get out of your own backyard. You can't make it work. You have to go where the market says is going to work. You want to be research based in any of your investments that you're doing. Okay, so market research. The second thing that I see is you said that it's saturated. Again, market research. You can go to affordablehousing.com right now and do some market research. Okay, like in my market, for instance, I chose it because there were 7,000 voucher holders. 7,000 people had a Section 8 voucher, but there were only 2,000 landlords willing to rent to them. So what does that tell me as an investor? That people are going to be knocking my door down to try to be one of the people who I'll rent to, because there's so many people in that market with a voucher, but just a very small percentage of landlords who will accept them. So research based, it made sense for me to invest in that market, right? The market has high cash flow, which is one of my objectives, and the market has 3 times as many people with voucher holders than there are landlords. So I know I won't have to worry about vacancy or getting someone into my property. Okay, and then the third thing I saw you mention was FMR. That's fair market rent for anyone else watching this. You know what I'm going to say? Market research. Okay, you can literally go to HUD.gov, or you can simply Google HUD, that's HUD, Housing and Urban Development, FMR, fair market rent. Just literally Google HUD FMR. And you can put in different zip codes and play around with it. Which zip codes are going to pay me the most? Let me tell you the 3 steps. Anybody watching this, if you watch this long, you're going to get a free lesson. Step 1, just go to Zillow.com. Go to Zillow.com and start looking up different markets. Some markets that are hot right now will be like Memphis is a hot one. So just look up Memphis. But you can look up any place in the world. It's Zillow. And then you want to make the search parameter, let's say 100K or less. And then you want to make sure you're only looking at single family houses, unless you want a multi. But you want to get rid of like the lots and vacant land and things like that. And then hit search. You're going to see every house in that market, and it's going to show you what you can get at that price point. Okay, so if you're seeing like what I saw in Memphis at that price point, you're getting some pretty nice houses for less than $100,000. Cool. My next step is to look up HUD FMR. Literally Google HUD space FMR and put in that same zip code that you just saw in Zillow, and it's going to show you how much rent you can get. So one example might be, Zillow might have shown you that you can buy this house for $50,000, and then the zip code, when you look it up on FMR, HUD FMR might show that you can make $1,500 a month. Just right off the bat, not even doing any math, that is a great cash flow. That's amazing. That's awesome, right? And then your third step could be to go to affordablehousing.com and see, is it saturated? How many people in that zip code hold a voucher? And then you can look, okay, how many landlords in that zip code are renting to people with vouchers? Those 3 simple steps that you can do in less than 10 minutes will save you so many headaches. So if this is helpful to anybody, please like this, leave a comment. If this is helpful to you, Han Solo, do it. It's hard for me to go in and try to correct, something that's already happened, kind of like what you're doing right now. But if you want some real coaching, to show you this is how you need to pick your market. This is the market you need to be in based on your objectives. Here's how you do it. Here are my resources. Here are my people that I use when I'm there. Talk to me. Let's do it. Let's get you out of this mess and get you into the cash flow that you deserve.